Hey team, welcome back. Today I'm going to cook you an omelette, and not just any old omelette, but we're going to make a beautiful crab omelette, a favourite throughout Asia. There is something about the synergy between fatty, delicious, creamy eggs and the sweetness of crab meat. We're going to season it with a little bit of ginger caramel, which hopefully a few of you would have made from a few videos back, and a beautiful broth made with white pepper and coriander and garlic and a little bit of sugar. And today at the market I also found some green peppercorns, which will be fantastic in there as well. Let's get cracking. I've just got some hot stock here. I'm just using a dashi broth, but we could use chicken or you could use fish stock. And into that stock I'm going to put some of our shredded ginger, and we're going to add some sugar, just a little bit for sweetness. We'll pound up some white pepper and some garlic. We'll also add some coriander root. Oh, delish. We'll add the pounded garlic, peppercorns and coriander root to infuse. That is so yummy. The balance we're looking for there is sweetness, whether you use honey or mirin or sugar, but a background sweetness and that real pepperiness from the ginger and a bit of punch from the pepper as well. Now this omelette calls for 3 eggs. So just break those into a bowl and then just lightly forked to break them up, just so they turn into a stringy and homogenized egg. And that needs to be seasoned with some fish sauce, just a little. So because I was lucky enough to get some of these green peppercorns at the market this morning, I'm just going to bash them in the mortar and pestle and add those to my eggs. Now I like to use for my omelettes one of these Japanese omelette pans. I got this 20-something years ago at Made in Japan. I'm sure you can still get them online, but if you don't have one of these little square pans, you can use a normal pan, a Teflon pan, you can use a wok. It doesn't matter too much, as long as it's really well seasoned and you use plenty of fat to make sure it doesn't stick. For my omelette today, I'm going to use some clarified butter, but you could just as easily use pork fat or oil or something else delicious, provided there's plenty of it. Now for this kind of omelette, we want to have a screaming hot pan. And run the fat all the way around the outside. And you want plenty of volume. Just break it up slightly and then move it off to rest. Now cooking the egg on such a high heat leads to a very fluffy, super puffy omelette, and that'll suck up the juices. My mate Kyle gave me this satsui this morning at the market, and I think it's going to be spot on in terms of crunch for the middle of the omelette. Fantastic texture between the luscious crab and the creamy eggs. I've got our crab meat, and this is the beautiful spanner crab meat that I was speaking about earlier, just being just cooked. And then some of the vegetables from Kyle, and they can just go in a bundle raw in the middle of the omelette. You can use anything, tatsoi, bok choy, whatever you want. Hopefully a few of you from a couple of weeks back remember making this ginger caramel, and the ginger caramel is just beautiful, sweet, spicy for the middle of the omelette. Okay, so let's get this thing plated up. So we're in a nice deep bowl, and then we can just roll the omelette out of the pan, and it has that beautiful golden colour. Let's spoon over the hot broth. which is gingery and delicious. And finally, I love a whole bunch of crunchy stuff on top of mine. So I've got some spring onion roots that have been deep fried, and a little bit of blackened fried chili. And everyone can do their own at this time. Also got some crispy fried shallots and garlic. And then we've got some mizuna that's gone to flour in the garden. Seriously, that's about as good as it gets. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Spicy, sweet, knockout flavorful, delicious. Just all round good times. See ya.